Hey guys, this is Team Rising Genesis with a deck profile of Gravekeepers. It's tweaked, so it runs super smooth. But anyways, get to the video. Plague Spreader. It's a really good Tekken. It's like this combo goes off a lot right here. I wish there was a better 6 to go into, but it's actually a pretty broke combo in this deck. Like, it happens quite a bit, especially when you start getting the field control going. And then Suko, good Tekken, set like, for example, Dad, Chaos Dragons, set the Dad, run over, it's pretty cool. Trag, one of them, hold on, pull this back. And one Malefic Stardust Tekken, just because it's just like that a good opener. These two cards, Trag and Dad, one of the most live special summoning cards in this deck. Dad goes off so well because of the Stells. And then, say you leave that the Recruiter in deep in attack mode for the bait, and you boom, special summon with 5 cards in hand, and plus you get the bonus with Recruiter, so it ends up being 6. So, broken. Blizzard Princess surprisingly goes off really well. It just stopped the trap thing. It does get ran over pretty easily afterwards, but it is a 2800 beater. And yeah, Visionary broke so good in this deck. Especially if you can play it conservatively, and you can feed the darks in the grave for Dad. You know, bottomless. Okay, I'll just take out one card from hand. It's Mirror Force. You know, it has a lot of possibilities. One Assailant. I mean, I don't find the reason for 2 because it's so searchable. It can be called back out. It can be pulled out from grave. There's so many ways you can get this card back. Only run 2 Descendant because you really don't need any more. 3 is overkill. It's kind of like flooding your deck with monster. 1 Sengen because that search is so good. It's just an extra card to set. It helps it flow so much better. Because in addition, it's like an extra recruiter. You can search into a recruiter if you really want to. And 3 recruiter, obviously, and 3 commandants, obviously, like basics, and then 3 spy. You know, that was the monster count. It's a 41 card deck, so it's for basic like side advantage or whatever you want to call it. 1 Allure Darkness. I run Monster Reborn, yes, I do, because you can set the Necker Valley, activate Monster Reborn, then activate it, along with Dad. Set Necker Valley, blow up the field, activate Necker Valley. 2 Stells for control, and, you know, flow. 2 Wonder Wands. And the obvious 2 royal attributes. The Wonder Wands are good. You get a +1 with Recruiter, but at the cost of attributing, I find not an issue at all. I mean, and then 3 Necker Valley. This is where it comes into the quick power in this deck. Spellbook of Power tagged along Necker Valley is a 1500 boost and plus and a 0. Because if you destroy a monster, no, actually it's a +1. Sorry, you destroy a monster, you get a +1 because you get to search out a spellbook. I only run Spellbooks of Power just because it's a search. 1 D-Bribe, which is like obvious. I don't run the Solemn Brigade. I don't really care for it. Rite of Spirit, so good because then it pulls back out the Visionary. Visionary gets destroyed, or if it gets sent to grave with Trag, you know, it's take control of a Dad, which is really cool. Happened a couple times. Just good card. Magician Circle. I'm debating on taking this out for a Summoner Monk because it works, but then there's some rise in spellcasters, so on and so forth, so it wouldn't be good for the meta call. The Summoner Monk thing, because of Spellbook of Power, and you'll wind up with 1 less, 1 in hand, and it would, if you don't want to activate it, you can just call out next season to like Maestroke or something. 1 Mirror Force, 1 Compulse, oh, another D-Bribe, and a Divine Wrath. That's the Gravekeeper deck. Well, extra decks like this for Synchros, you know, this you can go in the Stardust if you want to work for it, but I don't really. The extra deck I just pull out, so I mean, it all depends. Some Gravekeepers don't run extra decks, but mine would go Maestroke, Zen Mains, because it's also I also have a tour guide check-in on this that I've been loving going in and out with, and it works pretty well. I mean, it flows really nicely. It's just it just does it. At one point, it's kind of difficult to run with. But yeah, that's the Great Keeper deck. Like, subscribe, comment, and stay tuned for next videos. Alright, peace.